All right. So as a child, I was generally healthy. I'd say I did things that made me like a usual everyday kid. So I played sports. I was always involved in things like that. And my family, they were full of dancers. My mom and my sister danced, and my dad was a baseball player and a basketball player also. Um, so one day I was shopping with my mom, and all of a sudden I got these chills, these crazy chills. I couldn't control them. And I told my mom that I needed to go to the hospital. So she was like, whatever. She thought I was trying to miss school because I did that a lot also. And on the way home, it was about a 40-minute drive. I told her that I needed to stop. So we stopped. I go to the hospital, and I had a fever of 104, and it was like the craziest thing. I was getting these headaches, headaches so bad that I wouldn't wish them on my worst enemy. They were pretty horrible. Turns out they needed to do a spinal tap. I had no idea what a spinal tap was. I know a lot of you guys here are med students, so you kind of know what a spinal tap is. It sucks. If you hate needles, it sucks even worse. It was like, had to be at least this long, the needle, give or take a few feet. And the doctor was just jamming it in my back, and I had no idea what he was doing, but it was the worst pain ever. And he came back after a little bit. I was still in pain, and it turns out I had meningitis. It was the worst thing ever, bacterial meningitis. I was in the hospital for like 10 days. And my mom, she flipped. It was the worst 10 days ever. And at the time, there was a good amount of people that were actually passing away from meningitis. So I guess I was one of the fortunate ones to kind of escape it without, any kind of negative ill effects. And that was probably the worst thing I remember in my childhood. I'm sure there was other memories, but I wouldn't wish that to anybody. It did definitely help me become a better person. And to this day, I thank God that I was able to walk out of the hospital with my life. And that was probably not my favorite, but definitely memorable. Thank you guys for coming.